Welcome to the Core Values Ethics exercise. Since you are watching this video, that means that you are already online. So you will need to make sure that you follow the directions for this video to ensure that you perform the activities correctly. You should also have available a pen or pencil and a piece of paper for this exercise. However, if you choose not to use paper and pencil, you can record this information electronically, either in your phone or in a word processing document. On the screen and in the video description below is a link to a PDF document that you will need to download and open it. If you're looking at this on your screen, all you need to do is type this into a browser. If you pause the video and look down in the description, there should be a hyperlink there that you can just click on and it will take you to this document. Once you have gone there, you're going to download it to your device and then go ahead and gather up that piece of paper and something to write down the answers to the questions that you're going to be asked. If you're going to write these down digitally, then you need to go ahead and make sure that you have that device available as well. Just make sure that however you record these answers, you have them available when you come into class. So go ahead and pause the video, access the PDF document, and gather up your writing utensils. Then when you're ready, go ahead and hit play. Now this activity is going to require you to make some tough decisions. Several times you will be asked to pause the video, and then you need to make a decision. Whatever you do in regards to these decisions, make sure that you record the decision, then you go ahead and continue on with the video. Now we will talk more about this. However, for this exercise, I want you to keep in mind that ethics are behaviors and values are beliefs. Now this is one of those times where you hear people say that you say one thing or you believe in one thing, but then you go ahead and do another. So you can see that sometimes these things get mixed up. Now in healthcare, we too have to make a lot of decisions every day. And quite frankly, we make a lot of our own life decisions. But to be able to understand how best to make decisions for ourselves and for our patients, we have to have a better understanding of what our core values are. So now's the time to go ahead and pull up that PDF file that you downloaded. You should have them available right now along with your pen and paper or whatever program you're going to record your information in. Now you will notice that this file contains a packet of about 40 value cards. So what you're going to do for part 1 is review the cards. There are 36 values that are identified, and there are 4 wild cards. Now the wild cards can represent a word or a value that you feel is important to you as an individual, but may not be represented among the 36 other values that we have listed there. Now, if you wish, you can use those blank cards or those wild cards and make sure that you write in your own values, but it's not necessary. So now part 1 is I want you to study the cards for several minutes. Think of what the meaning is as it relates to you. After you have read through all 36 of these, and if you added in any wild cards, then you're going to continue on with the next process. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, and let's review all of these cards. So now you've had a chance to look at these cards. Now you're going to need your piece of paper, your writing utensil, or something that you're going to record your answers on. You now need to identify the 5 values out of all of these cards that best represent you as an individual. You need to make sure that you write them down, put them in your phone. Just make sure that they're handy for class. So go ahead, pause the video to do this, and go ahead and restart it when you have completed it. All right, so you have written down or selected the 5 core values that you believe are your own personal core values. So as you're looking at these values, you should have these 5 written down somewhere where you can see them. I want you to mark down now which of these values you need to work on improving the most. Which one is the weakest? And after you have selected that one, you can put a little star beside it or just mark down this is the one I need to improve on. Then I want you to take a look at which of these core values do you feel needs the least amount of work that basically is really strong for you. Okay, so we're going to pause the video, or you're going to pause the video. To do that, select the weakest, select the strongest, and then once you have done that, go ahead and restart. All right, so now you should have 5 core values that you've selected. You've identified your weakest, you've identified your strongest. Make sure that you have all 5 of these written down. These are the ones truly that represent you as a person. Now, we have one more part when we come into class. So this is something that you have to reflect on. And what I mean by that is that these are the 5 values. I want you to think of these 5 values prior to coming into class. Then when you come into class, we're going to have one more activity part of this. And we're going to see all about what your core values are like. Okay? If you missed any part of this video, please go ahead and go back and review it. Play it as many times as you feel that you need to. And of course, you can always repeat this exercise over and over again in the future. We'll see you in class soon.